So, with our borderline useless Giga attack, we can now move on to, if you're a Mega Man X1 fan, a very familiar name. Just, he's an owl this time. And according to the actual manual for this game, those two actually do know each other, him and the Storm Eagle. So, that's an unusual amount of continuity for this series. Look at this, a different kind of mech armor that we'll never see again. It can fly, it can charge its shot. It's actually pretty fun to use, so good thing we never get it again. There's a heart tank you have to grab before the Independence Day fucking machine blows it up. Much like Web Spider's stage, there's not a whole lot of gimmicks to this one. It's just a whole lot of kill everything in your path and move on. Although, if you're Mega Man, there's one big cock block coming up if you're going for all your best armor. These little dudes are mean as shit, so make sure you kill them as soon as you can, because those beams fucking hurt. Right up there in that spike column is where X's Dr. Light capsule for his Buster upgrade is. Getting up there is a pain in the ass. You have to use a Web Spider shot to get up there, and the timing isn't very friendly. But here's a little mini boss. Super fucking easy. All he does is he summons a whole bunch of those little guys and just blow them up and keep hitting the eye whenever it opens up. And believe it or not, we're at the end of the level. Zero, you are a terrible diplomat. Now, normally you'd use the Giga attack here, except I'm kind of curious to see what I can do without it. Because I've never not used it on him. Okay, he hurts really bad. I'm sure that has something to do with Zero having no armor. Oh yeah, if you get hit by those tornadoes, it's about half your health. So yeah, don't do that. When he throws these things out, they'll eventually just home in on you. So yeah, pretty much just get fucked. He can be pretty difficult if you go to him first, just because he has so many different attacks and really has no pattern. Tankuha. Now, that sounds pretty good, except it's pretty useless. Alright, one guy left. With perhaps the most generic name ever. I like that name. It's because they don't know what he is, even though he's clearly a mountain lion. Whatever. Well, Zero now has a purple fucking Z-Saber. Wonderful. Now, supposedly you can deflect shots with it, making Zero into a true Jedi. You know, that's just fucking wonderful. This is a pretty fun stage, even though, much like Storm Owls, it's pretty damn short. It does have an interesting mini boss, though. These blue crates are indestructible unless you're riding mech armor. Wink, wink. And here it is. If you're Mega Man, this thing is a complete joke because you don't even have to go near it. If you're Zero, you gotta be a little better. Basically, I wait for it to start shooting, and then I just run over and rape it. Again, if you're Mega Man, you don't even do anything. You sit back and you shoot at it. There's our mech armor. With the mech armor, if you hit the side of a train car, you can blow it up. And there's a heart tank hidden in it. Unlike in Magma Dragoon stage, though, we don't get to bring the mech armor with us to the boss battle, so enjoy it while it lasts. I'd like to point out that Zero's supposedly new saber can't even deflect the fucking beach balls that these guys shoot, so it's fucking worthless. The most generic mook in the game, and your ability does not work against it. And here's Slash Beast. This is another boss that's pretty rough at Zero just because you don't really have a good ability to use against him and you have to stay super close, which is a terrible idea. Mainly because of that ability. You can double jump out of the way of it, but he does it so fucking fast, you kind of have to just expect it. And whenever he dashes back and forth, he glows just a bit, and he always hits twice. And when he does that, that's bad. That means he's going to start fucking trying to lunge at you. And that hurts a lot. Like that. As usual, if you're Mega Man and you have the right ability from Jet Stingray, he is a complete joke because you actually clip off his claws with it. So he can't do anything. Shapuga. This is possibly the most worthless ability you get. Yes, even more worthless than the purple saber that does nothing, because you will never be dashing and hitting your special weapon button. Never. Alright, we're on to endgame. That's right, we're going to have a rematch with Colonel, where we actually do fight him, and he doesn't ask us, "What are you doing?" and that kind of dumb shit. So, let's go. Very short stage, but the boss battle is pretty fun. Especially if you're playing as Zero, because you've never done this before.
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you got. Okay, rule of thumb with this fight, hug a wall. His lightning attack is technically his new ability if you've been playing as Mega Man. The first time he fights, he does not have that. So that's pretty much the gimmick. If you can dodge that, you can easily crush this guy. Whenever he disappears, he will always appear right where you're standing and try to slash you. So if you're hugging a wall, obviously he's going to miss horribly. He's pretty fun to fight against, I must admit. He does get one new ability when he gets low in health, which is very easy to dodge, as usual. Just all he gotta do is be up on a wall. He slams the ground and makes a big shockwave. This. And it does hurt a fucking shitload. Especially with Zero's fucking plastic armor. If you're feeling more reckless, that fight can be done a lot quicker than that. I just wanted to see if I could do it without getting hit. And Zero single-handedly ruins the KFC franchise. Good job, Zero. Uh-oh, Iris is gone. What could this mean? I like that pose, Zero. Very menacing. And now we come to another one of our mindfuck levels. I have no idea what kind of fucking space station this is supposed to be that has that as a background. And we're not technically at the end, but this is a boss. And it's not what you're expecting. And it's Iris holding a big purple ball. That's right. Iris is our boss here.
Okay, I'll do it.
How can you fucking take this game seriously with dialogue like that? Ah, it's terrible. Okay, so what you gotta do here is you gotta make a crystal come out of her body. That one. That's her weakness. This fight is fucking rough as shit because the crystal will also start shooting at you as well, and you won't really have much maneuverability. Essentially, you have to goad her into getting the crystal farther over, because otherwise you'll have no room at all. And if you have to take a hit from something, get hit by the little robots, because the beam hurts a lot. It's a pretty rough fight the first time. Took me a while to figure out how to do it. Mega Man has a different boss there. But in the meantime,
Iris! Iris!
Zero,
Hang in there, Iris.
please, stay away from Replophos. Let's live together. In a world where only Reploids exist.
Iris, there's no world just for Reploid. It's only a fantasy.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to believe it. I wanted to live in a world where only Reploids exist. With you.
Iris! 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 Ah! No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
oh man. I don't even want to keep playing. That's so fucking bad. Really makes me want to throw the controller out the window. But whatever. Let's keep going. At this point, you actually get a choice of where you want to go. You can go below and have a lot of platforming challenges, or you can go right and face a lot of spikes. Usually I go the spike route, but just for the hell of it, I can't remember what the hell's down here. So let's wing it. Let me guess, this is bottomless, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Normally I don't get the mech armor here. I think, anyway. I remember always ditching the damn thing. Okay, so that's how the flight works. Like shit. And here's where the, yeah, up there is where you would have come from before. I hate this boss. I hate this boss so much. That's right, it's the General, who is a lot fucking bigger than he was in the cutscenes. What about Iris? You killed her, Zero.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
I have no choice. Okay, so what makes this fucking boss a pain in the ass? His hitbox is super fucking small, and it's his head. As Mega Man, you can sit back and just shoot the shit out of him. As Zero, yeah. This is balls. And I cannot believe I did not get hit right there. For the first part, he basically just follows you around like he's doing right now. Eventually, though, he'll start shooting his arms at you, and that's where it starts getting really stupid. Because the only way to hit him at that point... Like, look how much damage that did to me right there, just touching him. Like, even if you get super lucky, this boss is just tedious as hell. This is the boss that essentially convinced me that Zero is the hard mode of this game. Unlike in X5, where he's the easy mode. Okay, now he's starting to do his dumb crap. But yeah, at this point, don't be afraid to use energy tanks if you need them, because you'll get a chance to restock after it. And I really can't believe I'm actually hitting with that shit. Okay, here's his other ability. Very easy to avoid. I gotta ask, what the hell were they thinking when they built this guy? Yeah, see, I still got hit doing that. And just in case... Despise this fight. Again, if you're Mega Man, nice, simple, enjoyable fight. If you're Zero, grab your ankles, it sucks. It takes for fucking ever. because it's almost impossible to hit him without getting hit. You asshole. Do something different. There. Yikes. Alright, last go around, and I do appreciate being allowed to go to a different level and restock my supplies, except this really doesn't make any sense because I'm on a fucking space station. Did I come back just so I can go to Frost Walrus's stage so I can go right back up? But let me show off the little hidden area here that's great for the energy tanks. The double jump, you can get up here and look at all this stuff. And all you do is you get all that and you just hit escape. It's a pretty neat way. But let's go to the final level.